Hello, my name is Pie, and welcome to Terraria. We are taking a small break from Risk of Rain and playing one of my very favourite games. I have about 660 hours put into this. I've been playing it for a good 3 years since its release, pretty much. Definitely an amazing game. Thought we'd just take a small break from dying repeatedly and start a new world in Terraria. As you can see, I've got quite a few characters over the years that I've played with. I've gotten to endgame or what have you in this about 3 times now. Of course, endgame keeps getting further and further, as the game is still, 3 years later or what have you, still being updated. But that is awesome. That's why this game is so great. So we're going to make a new character. You know what? That is fine. Okay, so that's good. We are going to go medium core, and I think soft core. So the difference between these three, for those of you who haven't played this, become soft core. As you can see, you drop money on death. You don't drop any of your items. Medium core, you drop your items on death. Hardcore, you die if you're dead. If you're dead, you're dead. Which we could do, but it's freaking hard. Try it. You do die. So let's go medium core. Maybe at another point we'll do a hardcore. But there we go. So, create, and we will be Pie. There we go. Alright, so now all we have to do is choose Pie and create a new world. Let's go for a large world, because large worlds are just more fun. Gives us more stuff to do and more to adventure. Let's do Terraria, and you know what? Let's go for grit justice. Okay. All right, so here we go. We should be speeding through the content relatively quickly. I've played through this enough to know what I'm doing. Shouldn't take more than an hour. I'm betting it's going to take me less than an hour to get to the first boss. I might be completely off though, we'll see. Might be that it just seems like I go a lot faster than I'd think, but we'll find out. Obviously, because we have a large world, it's going to take quite some time to generate the world, so I'll probably get back to you once it's generated, so I will see you then. Okay, we are back. The world for Grit Justice is made, and we are just going to go right in here and start our medium core adventure. So those of you who don't know, Terraria is a 2D survival progression-based game. You have combat, you have building, all that sort of stuff. It's very similar to Minecraft in quite a lot of ways, but it also has its differences. It's a lot more progression based than Minecraft. Minecraft, the most progression you have is, get wood, wood stuff, get wood, then stone, then iron, diamond type thing, right? This one is just several hours worth of content. There's expansions, there's bosses, there's all sorts of stuff, and not bosses like the Wither, proper bosses that you're gonna get owned by. However, it does different things in better ways, and some things it's not as good at. But yeah, overall, it's a really fun game, and if you haven't checked it out, then maybe this will convince you to do so. So you might notice we have this guide here, this guy called Daniel. Here's our guide. You can use him for crafting help. Like if you do this, you can see what you can craft with this stuff, so you can see you can create a bunch of stuff. If you click this to show everything you can make with that. That's everything you can make with wood, even if you don't have the proper materials. What I'm doing right now is grabbing some wood while I have a chance to make a base. At least the start of one. The thing about these NPCs we have, like this guy here, and Daniel is only the first of many guides, many NPCs I should say. They need buildings. They'll still, Daniel will be fine without a building, he'll just still wander around, but he can take damage and die, but we cannot get any other NPCs if we don't first make houses for them, as well as meet other prerequisites. What a house is just a square area. It doesn't actually even have to be square. A enclosed area with a light source, some sort of table and a chair and a door, and that's all you is. That's basically what one is. If I can show you after I finish cutting down this tree, if we press tab, you can see our inventory up here, and we can see our coins, our ammunition, our crafting over here, minimap here. If we press M, you can see the map. Quite a lot of space during as well, because we did the large world. If we click this, you can see housing right here, but we still have a while to go for that. So I'm going to grab all this wood, grabbing it for that base. I'm also grabbing it for the because wood is useful to have, and we're going to, when we start exploring, it's always good to have some wood with you, as well as torches, which we're going to need to find some slimes to do so. You notice we have some pots down to our right. Pots naturally generate in the world. You can break them to get a few useful items. It can be generally coins, it might be some other stuff like that. Like here we got a health potion. You can just use that. I have it bound to, similar to these mushrooms. These mushrooms can be crafted into health potions if need be. But you can also eat them on their own. They don't do too much, and they also have a cooldown. So you see these acorns we're picking up. We can plant those for an extra little bonus of another tree. And there is our first monster, a slime. Unfortunately, we can't get to it up there. I'm going to use my pickaxe to kill it. Our pickaxe is shit, but it's better than the our short sword, which can only poke in one direction. We're going to have to get new weapons quite soon. I think I'm going to dig some dirt out here and use it to bridge the gap. We can take this slime out. Oh, well, he fell down, so we have to take this. Nice, we took him out without any issues. So yeah, I think I'm going to build. Oh, there's a worm. That's a relatively new addition to the game. You can use it for fishing. We're not going to do that for quite some time. It can be fun, but it's like fishing in WoW or in real life. It takes a lot of time and not too much reward. Oh, there's a little cave over to the right area, as well as a grasshopper. Take out these slimes. And you get surrounded. There you go. So our health does regen over time, but slowly. It speeds up the longer you go without being damaged. So if you have like 1 health and you regen, you won't regen for some time while out of combat, but then eventually once you get to around 50 health, it'll start speeding up, or it'll be about twice as fast type thing, and so forth. We're getting just about enough wood here. Yeah, we got more than enough. So I'm going to kill this thing. Let me check. So you can see these weapons have modifiers on them, such as hurtful, annoying, and massive. You can see in the green or red how useful those modifiers are. Those are just random. You get them items. You can eventually add them on yourself. Like, it's still random. So here I'm going to make our first house. You notice I'm making it on top of this cave here because I'm planning to go spelunking down that way. Hopefully it's a decently sized cave. Leave a space for a door. There we go. It's just a simple shack, really. Make a crafting table, or workbench as they're called. Put it here, and we want to get some. Let's get some doors first. Door on both sides so we can get in from wherever we are. And might as well make a bow. We'll need a hammer. Wooden sword's always nice. Just grabbing these things all you can. I'm probably not going to bother getting these wood breastplates and stuff because they're just not that powerful. There's fishing pole, all this sort of stuff you get. What we want is wood walls. I think we're going to need about 100 for our first area. So for these houses you also need a background that you've placed. I believe it has to be one that you've placed. Might be wrong. Dirt background won't work. I'm pretty positive. Will it? It might. I think it used to not work, but they've changed it. Anyway, just something in the background. It can't be open to the outdoors. Now what we need is to make some torches. Let's make all the torches we can. Torches are always handy, at least for the most of them. Okay, I'm going to put them on the wall because it just looks nicer. And this should now work as a housing for Daniel. There we go. So he'll now live in there. I might make another room on here actually for another NPC that we'll get. We won't be able to get him yet, but soon enough. I'm not too bothered about symmetry of our house just yet. I think that's close enough. We'll leave workbench. Workbench just count as a table, you'll notice. So we could use an old table, but workbenches are just nicer. Let's get another 75. There we go. And if we're lucky, this will equal up to 25, and we'll have the same size building. We can always fix it later. Nothing terribly fancy here. We can always fix it up later if need be. So no, not quite. I think it has to be, if it was one bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so let's just make it one bigger. Might as well be like that. So there we go. And another door, and some more torches, and this place will be done. Let's grab some wooden arrows. We need to find some more dirt. We already have some torches, don't we? Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. So if we go here and we get a door. There we go. And this, you'll notice that it's getting dark, which is perfect. Just before we hide for the night, because monsters do come at night, as you might expect. I want to grab some dirt. I'm just going to dig here, and I'm going to bridge the gap over to the right of us, because I want... Oh, there's a jellyfish. Can we make that jump? I'm not going to risk it. I want to make sure there's no useful items there. There's pots, but you can also get other useful items. Okay, a minute. Cool. So, there we go. Chest. Awesome. That's the stuff you want from the beginning. Umbrella. That's sick. Prevents fall damage. Tin bar. It's nice. Rope. Always handy. This is definitely jackpot here. We're just going to loot all. What type is that? Swiftness, I should say. That's awesome. You notice there's a big giant tree up there too. Another chest. We definitely hit the jackpot here. Okay. That owl potion is fine. There's some lead there. I'm going to grab that so we can use that. Wouldn't want another one of those, that's a shame, but that's fine, we can sell it eventually once we get the merchant. To get the merchant you need at least 50 silver, which we have, so we should be getting him relatively soon. I'm going to grab this lead and then get out of here, go back to the base, and get some stone while I'm out there. Oh, it reminds me, we want stone for, holy shit, look at that sword. Is it this tiny wooden sword, 80% size? Well, that's nice. At least it's not a damaging thing. I might just try making another one because that's pretty shit. Big old tree there. Sometimes you can get buildings or rooms underneath those trees. Doesn't look like it this time though. Didn't quite make that. That's fine. We can just dig our way up here. Get back to base, and I think I'm actually going to make another room on top since we are going to be getting. Sweet, we can just make a lead anvil already. That's what we want, so we'll put it. Let's put it right there. Need an anvil for making crafting stuff, but we also need a forge or a furnace. For which we're going to need stone. I'm going to grab it from over here. Did not mean to fall down there. So. Come over here, and I think it's 20 stone. 20 stone, 3 torches. There's a merchant, awesome. We got him quickly because of those 2 chests. So I will make another room for another NPC. Always good to have an extra room, just in case there's NPCs you can't get. Still shouldn't be any more we can get yet. How much stone do we have? 21. And we want some more for torches. I mean for arrows. But it is night time. We're going to get some zombies spawning on us. So let's get back up here and then get some platforms over here eventually. But we should now be able to make a furnace. There we go. I'm going to move this. Oh, you can hear that shooting star. Use that for mana gain. I'm going to make some of these just because we can. And lead anvil. I don't think there'll be anything we can craft just yet. I'm gonna make a tin broadsword. That's 9 melee damage. I don't think. Well, tin, there's not much you can do with tin. I mean, the armor you can make with it is pretty shit. I'm gonna make a tin broadsword. Maybe a tin bow? Nah, let's get a tin broadsword. Heavy tin broadsword. That's alright, I suppose. Okay, so we're definitely doing great here. End of the first day. We have some chests. Put one of our umbrellas in there. Put one of those. We're gonna keep our inventory clean. And there's the first zombie. So that we can go mining. Is our next step. Gel. Hold on to the gel. Oh shit. We don't want our merchant dying. Can we get up here? Cool. Okay, and there's Demon Eye. Those are the two main monsters you'll see at night. Not too hard if you have the right stuff on hand. Let's get this and do some shooting of this. There you go. Nice. I'm gonna drop the lens. If you get another one of those, we can make. Oh, I completely missed that. We can make some lenses, some glasses, goggles. They are not too rare. So, it'd be nice if this guy got in here. We can't. NPCs will teleport if you go far enough away from your base, but we don't really have the luxury for that. So I'm just going to break this in. Hopefully he'll make his way down. I want to make a wood platform. Here we go. I'm going to make another building around this guy. And there's another shooting star. We'll grab that one. Hope you can make this before you get too many monsters. Let's make a workbench. Let's make a door. There we go. And some background wood wall. Do we already have some? We do. That should be enough. Quickly make this, and we'll go mining relatively soon after this. Okay, that's up, and torch, chair. There we go. Now let's face this Demon Eye. Missed that. Well, a lens. No lens from that guy. Oh, there's another shooting star. The thing about shooting stars, they will despawn at daybreak. Notice we put down some rope here. Very handy stuff. I might just actually leave that there. We have quite a lot of it. You can just climb up and down it very easily. Oh, we can't make this jump, can we? No, we can. Okay, cool. Alright, so the house is looking nice. I don't know where the guy's got to. Oh, he's down in the water. I'll just leave him. He'll teleport eventually. Now we are going to head down into the mines.